boy, you're thirsty, boy. Okay. Just gonna wait and see if anybody comes to join. Okay. So let me go get Matteo. Oh, I know you're eating. I'm sorry, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, everyone. Hopefully the lighting is okay. So, everybody, I'd like to it's okay. I'd like to introduce you to Matteo. He is my new boy that just came today, and we're going to try and give him a bit of a health check. Now, he has not been handled that much at his previous owner, so we're going to have a lot of work cut out for us. And that's part of the reasons why I have the two cages behind me. I have Bruno that's going to live side by side with him for a while. And eventually we're going to try and bond the two together. But for now, by having him behind me in the space where I work the most, or where I spend most of my time, I think it'll help with getting him used to his surroundings. Now, I unfortunately did not bring my nail clippers down. I might have a pair down here I can use, because his nails can use a small trim, but we're going to give him a couple of days before trying to trim the nails, just so that he can get acclimated to his new environment. But I wanted to show you what I do when I do an at-home health check with a new piggy. Normally they get a bath, but he is pretty clean. He does not need a bath. We're going to check his ears to see if they need cleaning. And they might need a little bit, so we'll do that, or we'll try to. So I got on the side here, I have some olive oil, and I've got some Q-tips prepared. So we're just going to try and do a little bit, see if they need cleaning. And you might be able to see that his ears were a little bit dirty. So we're going to try and clean the other one. I'm going to point it down so you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here. So he only arrived about an hour ago, and I brought him inside and put him in the cage, and then I spent an hour outside just so that, one, I was socializing with my neighbors, but also to kind of just get him to calm down a little bit. And I can feel him vibrating right now, so he is really nervous and scared. So we're going to have a lot of work cut out for us for getting him more hand tame and everything, and that's fine. It'll be easier to do because he is the only piggy in his cage, and then Bruno living beside him, I think, will help. Now, his previous owner did tell me that he is a very dominant piggy, and that's why he couldn't live with the others. But the previous owner also did try and bond him with 2 other male guinea pigs. Now, as most of you know, male guinea pigs tend to do best in pairs. That's not to say you can never form a trio or a herd, but it is more commonly seen to have pairs. So now we're just going to go through his fur, make sure he's got no lice or mites or anything. I did forget to bring the ivermectin down, so I will make sure to give him ivermectin later tonight. Now, one thing I do notice is he does have a bit of dandruff. It's okay. It's okay, Matteo. It's okay. It's okay. Now, I don't see anything crawling on him, but he definitely does have dandruff. So we'll give him about probably a week, and then next week I'm going to give him a bath using my Head & Shoulders anti-dandruff shampoo. I think that will definitely help. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. We're going to give you a small break. Karen says, welcome, Matteo. Ron says, my piggos are gangsters. Okay. Okay. My piggies jumped on each other and looked up at me for lettuce. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what to say to that. Okay, Matteo, come on, come on. It's okay. Oh, you definitely smell funky down there. Okay, so we're going to make this one easier. So I'm going to use my friend Kay's method. And I'm just going to use a baby wipe to clean up down there a little bit, just because I don't want to stress him out too much. And like I mentioned, he was not handled much before. So I'm not sure if you can see that. That means he's a little bit dirty in his area. Oh, that's a poopy. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see if we can do this. Now, I know it's hard for you to see what I'm doing, but that's because he wasn't handled much before. Okay. Okay, Matteo. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. His nails are not overly grown too much, but we'll do his nails a different day as well. Maybe we'll work at it tonight or tomorrow. I just want to try and get him familiar with my touch and my smell and my voice. And of course, I wanted to introduce everyone to Matteo. Now, if you'll notice, he's got a white patch right under his chin, just like Bruno does. So I think they will be a great match eventually. Excuse me. So the one thing that the previous owner did tell me was that his diet, like the pellets he was eating, was just from a farm feed store. So I don't know if they were Timothy pellets or what kind of pellets they were. I don't know how much veggies he's had or much else. Okay, you can sit right there. Well, you got through your first board clean. Hey, buddy. You got through your first board clean. Most of my medical kit stuff is upstairs. So we're just going to hold him to my ear. Got a good strong heartbeat, no breathing issues that I can hear. And we cleaned his ears. We're going to check his eyes, and everything looks good. No missing fur. Check both sides. No missing fur, so that's good. Let's see if he'll let me check his teeth. Can we see your teethies? Those look good. His teeth look great. I'm not sure if you can see. But yeah, okay, so he is good. He's a good boy. Do I have nail clippers? I want to see if I could try. I do have some nail clippers. Don't fall. You'll scare him. Okay. Ava says, welcome, Matteo. Well, thank you, Ava. Ron says, Chung loves his new baby. Well, I'm glad Chung loves his new baby. That's great. Oh, you're being such a good boy. That one looks alright. Can I get the first one? You see the first one is kind of curled in. Okay, so for now, we're just going to do the tips. The back legs are perfectly fine. So we're just going to work on the front ones a little bit just to kind of get him used to the feel. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. That's a good boy. Let's make sure on your back paws. Yeah, the back ones are good. It's just the front ones. So actually, you know what? So I don't forget to do the ivermectin. I'm going to go get the ivermectin. Might as well get it taken care of. So I'm going to put him back in his cage for now, and I'm going to get everything that I need to have. So I'm going to get the scale, the ivermectin, and whatever I might need from upstairs, because I didn't think that through fully. So I'm going to put him back in his cage for now, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I've got the ivermectin. Put that back up top. That's got to be washed. Those are clean Q-tips. Get the dirty stuff out of here. Put the oil back up here. And now I know I am a little, okay, I am very delayed on weighing all the other piggies. So we're going to do that sometime this week. Okay, so we're just going to put, today is what? May 12th, because it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are watching, whether you're fur mummies or human mummies. So the other thing I brought down to put on him was the hemp oil that I have. That works very similar to the way CBD would, so it'll help just to calm him down and stuff like that. So we're going to get him weighed and give him ivermectin. Wait, I got to write down his name. Matteo. And ivermectin. And I got my scale here. So we're going to set that up. I'll check the comments in just a moment. So this is going to be the fun part. Okay, so he is 965 grams. And we're about to give him his ivermectin. I'm going to have to work at clearing off more space on my desk to put things. So behind the one ear is where we're going to put the ivermectin. Now, the reason we put ivermectin behind the ear is because that's where they have a lot of their veins. So it'll go through their blood system so much quicker. Ron says, my mom passed away. It's a sad day for me. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ron. Typically Mother's Day would be a sad day for me too, because I don't get to see my human kids. They don't want to see me. They want nothing to do with me. But I'm choosing to try and be positive on it and celebrate Mother's Day with my fur kids. And I will be calling my mom after the live, because she called me yesterday, but I didn't have time to speak as I was so busy yesterday. There we go. Hopefully that will help calm him down a little. Okay, so does anybody have any questions regarding Matteo or any of the other piggies? It's okay. It's a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yeah. I love you. Why do piggies popcorn? Well, when guinea pigs popcorn, it's because they're excited and happy. It's how they express their excitement. More so when they're happy. When they're excited, and especially in younger piggies, they tend to get zoomies. Karen asked, was it Andre that Bruno used to live with? Yes, that would be correct. When I first adopted Bruno, Andre was his cage mate. But Andre passed away a little over a year ago, and I'd been looking for a new male guinea pig since then. But where I live, male guinea pigs are harder to come across, especially single male piggies. I've come across several that were in pairs already, but I didn't want to take on 2 male guinea pigs because I have mostly females upstairs, as you know. So I just wanted to have the one more male that Bruno can have as a companion, either in the same cage or side by side. So to start with, they're going to be side by side. We're going to give Matteo probably about a month of being just side by side, just so that he can get acclimated to his new environment and everything. And then in about a month's time, we're going to try and see if we can bond the two of them. And if the bonding doesn't work out, no fear, I am not returning this guinea pig. If the bond between Matteo and Bruno doesn't work out, then they'll just stay as they are right at this moment, side by side. There's the setup right there. The stool is not going to remain there. I don't know why I have it down here. I do have to clean my floor. I don't think you can see my floor though, so it's not too bad. But yeah, this is the setup for now. And I thought it would be very unique because I'm sure you might have noticed I do tend to do a lot of my videos down here in the living room, or this is technically the dining room space. Living room is that way. But I figured it would be kind of neat to have maybe some guinea pigs in the background when I'm doing videos. So I found a layout in the actual living room that works perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but it works. And I don't spend much time in the living room itself as much as I spend right here in front of the computer, watching videos or creating videos. So that's my boy. You're so sweet. Yeah, this piggy is so smart already. Because the one thing I forgot to do at first was to fill his water bottle with water. And he went to the water bottle almost immediately and tried to drink from it. And all you hear is the empty clunk, 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 clunk. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to fill your water. I feel like a horrible person. So he's got his water filled now. Bruno's cage is set up. I did that this morning. All cages are clean. The girls are all back on fleece. I have 2.5 bags of disposable bedding left, so I'm going to be using that for the boys. And then once that runs out, we're all going to be on fleece, I think. I'm not sure. We'll see how it works out. I might end up just keeping the boys with disposable bedding. I don't know. But it's good to always have fleece lying around in case you run out of bedding or whatnot. Karen says, friend at last for Bruno. Yes. I am super, super excited about the fact that Bruno will have a friend. Now, I've always felt bad that Bruno didn't have an actual, male friend that he can interact with, which is why he spent the past year in the girls' room, but, away from the girls where he can't physically interact with them. Because, as you know, I don't breed. I don't want to have babies. As much as babies are cute, we're not going to have that happen. Ron says, my piggy rehab nose punched Chong and ran away popcorning. LOL. And guinea pigs will be guinea pigs. So this right here goes to show that even the most skittish guinea pig can be tamed. Now, the reason I'm holding him for a bit longer than anticipated is partially to get him used to me. And I mean, as you can see, sitting like this, he's not trying to run away at all. In fact, I think he might be enjoying this. He's not nose punching me away or anything. So I'm going to take this as a good sign. Matteo is definitely a darling. He certainly is. And Bruno had his boar pocket cleaning this morning, and oh my Lanta, it was more stinky than usual. but that's because he was on disposable bedding for the past week. So he had a lot of shavings stuck up in there. It was gross. And his pocket didn't seem horribly bad, didn't seem anything stuck in there, as you might have seen if you were watching from the beginning. But we did clean up some dirt. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. No, I'm not poking his eye out, just so you know. Sorry, Bruno, I didn't mean to scare you. So I believe Matteo is about 9 months old. I'm gonna double check my phone with the messages to make sure. He might be older than 9 months, but I don't think he's that old. Just based also on his nails, how they're still kind of thin and sharp. And I did notice that his one ear right here, I'm not sure if you can see that, right at the top there, there's a little rip in it, like kind of like a piece missing. And I think that happened during the bonding session that the previous owner tried to do with Matteo and her other two boys, which she knowingly admitted to me as well, that she also did not know how to sex the guinea pigs and then had an accidental litter, and for whatever reason tried to bond this one with the other two males. And I didn't go too much into detail about like everything I know about piggies, just because I didn't want to like scare the person off and make her think that, I didn't want her to think that I was like criticizing her care for the guinea pigs or anything. But in the back of my mind, I had some thoughts going through my head. Overall, he seems to be well cared for. I mean, aside from not knowing what kind of pellets he was eating, just that they were from a farm feed store, which doesn't tell me much. I just scared Bruno. But he's doing really well. Now, it's also going to take Bruno a little while to get adjusted to being down here versus upstairs in the girls' room. But when the girls get weaking, you could still hear them from down here, so I'm not too worried about it. You're such a sweetheart, Matteo. And I am loving these cuddles. Yes, I am. I'm loving these cuddles. And if you'd like, I can bring Bruno out after. So I gave him his ivermectin. I gave him some hemp oil to kind of calm him down a bit, which could be why he's just like this right now. We checked his teeth. His teeth are fine. We did a bit of a bore cleaning. That's done. We checked his fur. We know he's got dandruff, so we're going to take care of that in about a week. I'm trying to think. Am I missing anything else? We've checked his eyes. His nose has no crusties or anything like that, so I don't suspect any kind of illness. We did his nail trim. Trying to think if there's anything missing from your typical at-home health check. We weighed him, which he is 965 grams. So he is in a healthy weight range for a male. Well, trying to remember. On average healthy females would be between 700 and 900 grams, and average adult males would be, I believe, not between 900 and 1200 grams. Don't quote me on that. I'm basing that off of memory, so I might be a little bit off on my numbers. And I can hear my neighbor coughing out a lung. So, one thing I can show you about Matteo, he's got a patch of white fur right here, a little bit of an orangey color right there. And then if you look on his underside, like in his chin right there, he's got a patch of white. And then down here, he's got light orangey fur. And wow, this hemp oil really works. He is so calm. He's not flailing around like he was before. See if we can check your weenie. And that looks good. Prongs look good. So, ugh. My gosh, my neighbor's coughing out a lung up there. All right. Would you guys like to see Bruno? One's in chat if you'd like to see Bruno. Okay, well, I'm not seeing one's in chat, but we're going to get Bruno. But first, I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, Bruno, your turn. All right, here's our big boy. Here is Bruno. You got crusty right there. Can Mama use a wipe? Bruno always has had one overactive eye that produces a little more of that grooming solution, and so it just dries up at the corner here. And that coincidentally is also the same eye that he's got the PI. Now let's clean your ears. Ugh. Look at the gunk from his ear. Oh, I know you don't like it. That ear's not too bad. Oh, I'm sorry. See, right there. That flicked off. Oh my god. Move that away. I'm going to find a new spot to put the garbage can so I can access it more easily. But here's my big boy. And you know what? Just for poops and giggles, let's weigh him. Just gonna move the camera back a little bit. Bruno is 1,442 grams. Bruno is more of a calm one, so we can kind of set him down there for a second. So 1,442 grams. There we go. So we just need to slowly weigh the girls. And see, when are the other pigs due for ivermectin? They can't be overdue, can they? December 29th. Oh no, wait. I'm looking at it right here. All the other guinea pigs got their ivermectin March 31st. Wow, right in front of my face. So March 31st, April, May. So everyone else is due for their ivermectin next month. So that's fine. That's good. Is the complaint department open for Mr. Bruno? I know, it's because you smell the other boy. What's the matter, babe? What's the matter? What's the matter? Do you want some of this too? You can have some hemp oil. Yes, you can. In fact, you can have it on both ears. There you go. Hello, Ducks for Life. How are you doing? For For anyone who celebrates Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Ron, I see you liked my video on TikTok. Thank you. I probably might have. I've been using TikTok a little bit more recently, but I'm still not a fan of TikTok, to be honest. Pretty well. How was my vacation? My vacation was absolutely wonderful. I had a fabulous time. It was nice and relaxing. I went on a little boat tour where I got to go like right up beside the American Falls. And then we also did a walk tour under the tunnels where we got to be up close and see the falls. I've got lots of amazing photos that I'm going to be collaborating into a video, hopefully sometime soon. And then we did mini putting. We went to the Midway and played a lot of, not really video games, but more like kind of like the carnival games. So that was fun. That ate up a lot of my money, but it was still fun. And then what else did we do? We did mini putting. I went to the wax museum. So I posted on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, you will have seen every single photo I've taken of all the wax figurines that I've seen. And there was over 180 photos. Yeah, 180 photos. Let's see, what else did we do? I can't remember exactly what else we did because a lot of the time was also spent going back and forth. Because my friend's two daughters are autistic, one more than the other, we did have to take a lot of breaks of going back to the hotel and just kind of relaxing and letting her unwind and just kind of veg a little before going back out kind of thing. But it was still a great time. I got myself 2 souvenirs, a new purse, which is upstairs. I'll have to show it to you guys another time. And I also bought a shirt, but I wore that yesterday, so now it's in my dirty laundry pile, so I can't show that to you yet. And there's definitely a lot of photos, like I said, that I'm going to incorporate into a video. I also did I think it was a 2-minute video clip of just walking along the bridge, not a bridge, but along where the falls are. And I got lots of really pretty photos. And Mr. Bruno has a lot to say about it. Cool. When is your cage reaction video coming out? Well, I need 4 more submissions before I can do that video. So far, I only have 1 submission. So if I get 4 more, then I can start working on that video. Mr. Bruno, what are you complaining about, my love? What are you complaining about? How's your teethies? Can I see your teethies? Beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful to me. Oh, okay. Matteo is under that Heidi right there. So, let's see. Your mirror image to me. So I'm just going to leave it like this. So the Heidis that I have in Mateo's cage over here were gifted to me from Michelle. And so this one, I had to, because I'm using disposable bedding, I flipped it upside down so that it's more like a tunnel versus an actual bed. But I actually think I like it kind of better like this because there are some elastic bands that keep the 2 pieces of boards together. and I wouldn't want Matteo to get a hold of those elastic bands and accidentally chew on it. So we have it flipped upside down, so it's more like a tunnel, which works better. And then he's got an actual tunnel there and a fleece forest there. I got a small pile of hay and pellets here. He's got some veggies still here that he hasn't eaten, but that's okay. Bruno, do you want this piece of pepper? Come on. Want this pepper? He's like, it doesn't smell like me. All right, any other questions from anyone? We're going to end the live pretty soon. Don't worry, just because I have the boys down here doesn't mean that you won't get to see the girls. You'll still get to see the girls as well. Just not right now. Yeah. A tiny piece left. I love to watch my piggos eat blueberries. I like to watch them eat them too, but I don't feed them that often. Usually when I get blueberries, I end up blending them up and turning them into like treats, like Timothy blueberry treats. That's a piece of poop. That's a piece of Matteo poop. I love you. Feisty. Look at that, he's holding my hand. Bruno's holding my hand. And he's saying, I think Bruno's saying paw prayers to everybody. You are such a big boy in comparison to Matteo. And you are definitely more vocal so far. They try to fit blueberry in their mouths. Yeah, that would be kind of funny to watch. So, I can tell you this much. Using disposable bedding before going on holidays, I did it a couple of days before leaving to make my process so much easier. And the first day or so was fan-freaking-tabulous. Because I didn't have to, scoop out poops every day. I didn't have to worry about the laundry. It was a nice little break. But after 1 week, so Bruno's cage, there was only a couple of really wet spots that needed to be spot cleaned out. The bedding could have actually probably been used another full week before really needing to be cleaned out. But we cleaned it out fully anyways because he was moving to the cage down here. Ramona and Casper's cage, probably the same. I could have got away with maybe another half a week to a week before really needing to clean it out, but we cleaned it out anyway. So they're back on fleece. The trio's cage was definitely the dirtiest of them all because Skinny Pig's eat twice as much and poop and pee twice as much as the regular piggies do. So their cage was as equally dirty as the herd's cage. It took me 1 hour this morning to clean out the herd's cage. So disposable bedding is great if you don't have access to like a washer and dryer and you just don't feel like paying for a laundromat or whatever. But the bigger the cage is, the longer it can take to clean out fully. Now, granted, I was using a dustpan to clean out the bedding, so that was a small process because I could have, if I had a bigger scoop, it would have worked better. So all 4 cages cleaning out took up 6 garbage bags. I had to buy extra garbage tags just so that all my garbage gets taken away tomorrow morning. And the property manager only had 3 spare garbage bags to sell me, which I didn't know it was cash only, so I have to go pay them tomorrow for them because the office isn't open today. And let's see, and what was I going to say? What are you sniffing? Hey, babe? But yeah, so it took 2 full days to clean out all 4 cages from the disposable bedding. I'm not saying one is better than the other. It's really up to your personal preference. I love the break of not having to do the laundry. It's the aftermath of cleaning out all the cages and only being allowed to use so many garbage bags that makes it harder. But overall, it's all good. But I think Mr. Bruno is getting tired of the live. I need to make a late lunch. It's almost supper time, so I guess I'll let her. And we're obviously going to do that off camera. So I think this is where we are going to end the live. Ron said, my piggies are cuter than your piggies. Well, of course you're going to say that. That's a biased opinion. I think my piggies are cuter than other piggies. I mean, it's just the way it is. I'll be honest. I'm not going to be afraid to have a biased opinion. But you know what? All piggies are adorable. All piggies are cute. All piggies, guinea pigs have their own unique personality. And they're all special and beautiful in their own way. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're all special in their own way. All right. I am going to end it, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a fantabulous rest of your weekend. And we'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye.